Hello, this is Manesh Patel at HockeyNashi.com. Sometimes this is spelled with I. In our case, we basically spelled it with an E. So this is HockeyNashi.com right here. In this workshop, we're going to talk about how HockeyNashi, you could sit there and make money with it. Our motto is trading made simple, start earning today. And the reason why is with the HockeyNashi system, you could take advantage of its simplicity and you could start making money off volatility, where you could take advantage of the big price movements that move in a continuous fashion going up or continuous fashion going down. Okay, so let's quickly go through why you can make money with HockeyNashi. Before we begin, there's our normal disclaimer here where you could go www.hockeynashi.com/disclaimer. So let's begin. Contrary to a lot of people's comments, there is no perfect system out there. Everything is about probabilities. Trading is all about probabilities out there. Every system has its strengths and weaknesses. Your goal should be is to find those strengths and weaknesses and see if you could take advantage of it for your trading to give you consistent profits. So our goal here is to show you the strengths and weaknesses of HockeyNashi so you could see exactly the advantages and disadvantages it has in order for you to incorporate it into your trading plan. The very first thing we're going to discuss are the strengths of the HockeyNashi system. The weaknesses you're automatically going to recognize once you see the strengths. Okay, so there's three main strengths that the HockeyNashi system has. So let's go for them from a high-level perspective, and then what we'll do is drill down deeper into each one of these in just a moment. First, the HockeyNashi system is great for taking advantage of volatility. Yes, exactly, volatility. Most technical systems out there, from Fibonacci, Elliott Wave, Ichimoku, moving averages, were based on RSI, and so forth, all take advantage of non-volatility, believe it or not. There's not many systems that do take advantage of volatility. This one does. Okay, so the whole idea of taking advantage of volatility is go in, get some quick, fast price movement, get some profits, and get out. So it's quick, fast cash, as I call it, or quick, fast price action. The second advantage strength of a HockeyNashi system is it's a visual system. It's very easy to see exactly what's going on. You could see exactly when price is trending, whether it be bullish or bearish, or you could see exactly when it's consolidating. You could see when the momentum is dying down. You could see when there's a lot of momentum and it's increasing and so forth. But it's probably the best visual system out there that's the cleanest and easiest to use, believe it or not. And you'll see that in just a moment. The third one is what we call an optimizer. It's basically, it can be used with any existing technical system, or you could use it within itself. Okay, if you think about any technical system from Fibonacci, Bollinger, Ichimoku, and so forth, all these systems go off a premise of sitting there violating a support resistance, breaking some type of support resistance that is represented in that particular system. Okay, and then what happens is you follow the trading plan and you execute and you enter the trade. What HockeyNashi can do is that when all the rules for your existing system become true, you then could sit there and use HockeyNashi to make sure volatility is there, so you're going to get quick, fast price movement. By doing that, it's going to help you avoid a lot of the drawdown that you may face once you enter a particular trade. It also will help you recognize maybe when you need to start taking some profit off the table or take the positions off completely. So in this workshop, we're going to show you how to use the optimizer by itself. Later on, we will have some videos that we will release where you will show you how you could use it in conjunction with other technical systems such as Fibonacci, Bollinger Bands, moving averages, Ichimoku, and so forth. Let's now dig deeper into each one of these strengths. The very first one we talked about was volatility. So we're going to show you a volatility chart here. This is basically a chart of HockeyNashi here for a particular instrument. The good thing about Hakinashi, it does not discriminate for time frame or instrument at all. So it pretty much will work with anything out there in any time frame, including range charts, tick charts, and so forth. Okay. You could see here from the Hakinashi chart here, this is a downward movement, which is a bearish movement. When you see these continuous red bars here in a row, you could see there's volatility there where price just moved down in a continuous fashion here. You did not get much drawdown at all where your account was going negative if you were in this trade going bearish. Okay, over here you see volatility was here too. You can see these red bars in continuous fashion going down so far here and also here. Now you could see the different levels of volatility in each stage. Reason why is this stage right here had a lot more volatility than this one here, which is more towards the bottom. Okay, so you could gauge volatility here by how many Hakinashi candles you have also. Let's go look at a bullish example here. You could see from here there was a bullish volatility right there, a small one right there, another small one right there, and a big one here that basically moved this price action going up. Now you may say there's two bars here that were red here. Do not worry about that. We will discuss that later, but you could see that maybe you want to split this. This had two stages of volatility. One is here and one is here, but overall this was a bullish trend here. Okay, so based on volatility here, you could see where you want price to sit there. Once you get in, you want it to start moving in the direction that you're betting on right away. Okay, so the whole idea is go in and get out as fast as possible before any pullbacks or anything like that occur. And that's basically the concept of trading volatility type of scenarios. The next advantage we're going to talk about is its visual aspect. We talked about that when we went through the 3 advantages. The key thing is that when you have a visual based system, it helps to eliminate a lot of noise. It helps you with your naked eye. You'll be able to see exactly what's going on. Most people around the world now, when they do some type of trading, they're looking at their charts with Japanese candlesticks. Okay, so on the right hand side, I've given you a chart that has the Japanese candlesticks. On the left hand side, I've given you the visual representation of that same chart, same instrument and so forth, exactly everything the same way, except now it's with Hakinashi candles. The formulas are different. Do not worry about the formulas at all. If you really care about the formulas, you can look them up on the web. But we're here to sit there and make money, not go back to school and learn the formulas, because the formulas really don't make a difference. The key is learning how to use the system. And you could see here, visually, you could see that this is bearish trending here, and you could see where volatility is there. You could see in this consolidation pattern here, this little pullback right here, it shows you 3 green bars, where over here it was 2, and really one of them really was not a good green bar at all. Okay, so you could see all this here. So you could see that you could recognize the trend a lot better with Hakinashi candles compared to Japanese candles, and thus it helps eliminate a lot of the noise, which can sit there and influence your decisions and so forth from a psychological point. So trading with Hakinashi, believe it or not, is a very easy way for you to sit there and trade simple and recognize trends and so forth that may occur out of a trend consolidation patterns or trend continuation patterns or other patterns out there. The third and last advantage we're going to go through is the optimizer. Now, we're going to keep it simple in this workshop. There's going to be other workshops we will create where you can take this optimizer and apply it to any technical system out there. But first we want to do is show you exactly what it would look like using it within itself. So a lot of people know the concept of pivots. So what we're going to do is we just change this chart to a Hakinashi candles, and we're just taking the symbol pivots here. So you could see there's a pivot high here and pivot high here based on Hakinashi candles. I draw a horizontal line there that shows you the resistance there. You could see price lived below that resistance there, and then all of a sudden it sat there with the Hakinashi candles closed above that resistance right there. So the Hakinashi candles sat there and closed above it right there. Okay, you could see the next candle here, it followed through with a higher high, the closing prices and everything went high. So the next bar after it broke this resistance basically followed through, and it showed you that the volatility was there, and this had a high probability of keep on going up without a pullback very soon. And that's exactly what happened here. Okay, so what happened here is you waited for resistance to break, then you look at the second candle here and you saw basically it was stronger than the first one based on the Haki-Nashi, and at that point it told you volatility was there. It didn't look like it was going to go for a pullback or consolidate around this resistance level. It looked like it had a high probability to keep on going up, and that's exactly what the Haki-Nashi system allowed you to recognize. Okay, here is another technical chart here. Okay, we show you the Haki-Nashi chart here. There's the pivot high right there. You could see right here we closed right at it. Here's a Haki-Nashi bar that closed above it here. Notice the second bar here had a lower high than the previous one. The closing price was lower too. So this bar right here, the second bar, showed you there's not much volatility there right now. So at that point, it's not really to sit there and good to enter a bullish trend at all, because it had a high probability a pullback was going to occur, and that's exactly what happened here. And you can notice here, once it sat there and went back below this resistance here, right, the support right there, it broke that support right there. Next bar followed through. Okay, then what happened is this bar right here broke that resistance again, and the next bar in this example here did sit there, have a higher high, and the closing prices were higher, and at that point volatility was there, so you could see that price will sit there going up, and it was going to go to the next major resistance, which is exactly what it did. So you could see the two examples here. When you break a resistance based on the Haki-Nashi pivot, and then you look at the second bar to see it's falling through, and that second bar will tell you if volatility is there or not there at all. Okay, here is the same chart here with regular Japanese candles, and you could see that this bar right here is the same bar right there that closed above it, and really you can't tell that this was going to go for a pullback or not, because a lot of people will say, well, it closed above it, came back, retested that support, and now it should sit there and take off. It did take off for a little while, then it pulled back and so forth, and really you can't really tell if it's going to take off or not. The key thing is that when in your system you recognize signals based on non-volatility. Once you enter the trade, you want volatility to come there because you want price to start moving in your direction right away. You do not want it to consolidate or go negative at all, where you're going to go for a drawdown. And that's where Haki-Nashi is really, really good at doing. Okay, so it's different from other technical systems in an aspect is that it takes advantage of volatility. If there's no volatility there, it does not work. That is the disadvantage of Haki-Nashi. Okay, so understand the system, understand what it does, and so forth, and see if it applies to your trading and it fits your personality. If it does, then I would continue on watching the rest of the videos. Okay, that's a wrap up of how you can make money with Haki-Nashi. Okay, trade made simple, start earning now. If you like what you heard and want to sit there and know more about it, all you have to do is go to www.hakinashi.com. You'll see more follow-up videos that we're doing where we're going to show you exactly, talk more about the Haki-Nashi bars, which ones are good bars, bad bars. We'll also show you how you could use Haki-Nashi to trade with other technical systems out there, from Fibonacci, moving averages, Ichimoku, and so forth. So we are created this website there for free content information for a trader to sit there, get exposed to Haki-Nashi, start to use it, see if it helps them with their trading plan to sit there and achieve consistent profits, which is exactly what we wanting all to do. If you guys have any questions, again, all the information is here at hakinashi.com. Remember, the Haki-Nashi has an E instead of an I. Have a good day.